What's going on, everybody? It's happening. We live tonight. We'll have some movie talk, man. Wait till some people populate. I want y'all to populate. Yes, sir. Gonna be talking some movies, man. I got one of my friends coming on. We got some things we're gonna talk about. It's gonna be pretty lit. How you doing, man? Or lady? It's hard with these names. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. It's hard, like, to know if someone is a man or a lady nowadays on Instagram, right? Like, I'll be like, yeah, I appreciate, thank you for following me, bro. And I'll be like, ooh, I don't know. I want to be neutral, I don't want to offend nobody by saying, thanks for following, bro. I don't identify as a he or she. My favorite movies is going to sound like kind of lame, but it's got to be Endgame and not Infinity War so much. Like, Infinity War is a great movie, but Endgame, it was just like a beautiful thing to me, So I'd say Endgame, The Mummy, the original one with Brendan Fraser. Man, I love that movie. I watched that movie every day after school, and I ate a bowl of popcorn, did my homework. I love that damn movie. What about you? What's a good one? Tell me a good one, because, there's so many movies I can go on and on. But I probably have to say, like those two, like, just the quickest ones that come to my head is Endgame and freaking The Mummy. I was always so scared, man. Like, it was a scary movie, but a really, like, cool movie at the same time, Especially back then. I was like, wow, I never want to go to Egypt. I wanted to be like Brendan Fraser and have that hair. Man, it wasn't working. Rush Hour is a good movie. Oh, Planet of the Apes for sure. And there's so many, right? Like, there's so many Planet of the Apes. So, I mean, I've only really seen one. Like, I'm not that old to have seen some of the older ones, even though I've seen some. I always thought the gorillas looked like Janet Jackson. I used to tell my dad, man, she looked like Janet. Is that Janet Jackson? He'd be like, no, that's not Janet Jackson. But it used to be funny. I even like the one with Mark Wahlberg. I always liked the concept. I wanted to be an astronaut. So when he was, like, lost in space and stuff, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. But, like, the ones with James Franco, I like that one a lot. With Caesar and stuff like that, super fire. The meme where he whispers in the ear, like, the gorilla. That's funny. That is funny. There are so many penalties. You know what's a good show is Star Trek. I've never really been into it, but I've heard a lot of good things, and my pops is into Star Trek a lot. And for the most part, we try to just stay tuned with those things. Yo, what's up, Donnie Lowe? What's going on, big boy? Baby. Yeah, we here having some movie talk, man. Hopefully my friend comes on live, and we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to chop it up a bit about some movies. We were actually right now talking about Planet of the Apes. I've been super good, man. I've been solid, Chappie. No cap. I've been doing real good in life, man. Having a good time. Killing these reviews, man. I feel like Keanu Reeves in that clip in my story. Like, I love movies. I watch movies. And I like to review movies. So I've been trying to do a lot of that lately, man. So I feel good, man. Been doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Renee? Renee? Hey, girl. She cute, man. I need to holler at her. She need to get with me. You gotta get with me, little shawty. But Planet of the Apes, man, I don't even know if they're gonna be continuing. And to be honest, I can't remember how it ended off. I just remember the monkeys was fighting. Like, literally going ham and cheese. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. YouTube is a hard thing to crack. Like, I'm kind of used to Instagram where you can meet people very easily and you just, hey, man, appreciate you for following. And, oh, man, thank you. Like, I like to be personable. And it's like YouTube, you can't really be personable. You know, like your content has to speak for itself. So that's why I put a lot of the clips on here so y'all can either be a little interested to check it out, you know, and watch the whole thing, which people don't, but they will one day. They will. The OG Planet of the Apes. I actually got my laptop. Look at me talking like I'm a little child. I got my Mac, man. I'm gonna put that on my list real quick, man. Planet of the Apes, the original, right? All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna check that out, guys. OG Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I mean, my dad is into those older movies, but you know what I'm saying. I'll give it a watch. I love sci-fi, you know, and I love funny ass like costumes, like from the '90s and stuff like that. Like the way that they didn't have CGI, you know, so they did a lot of like actual costumes, and they would make all these things. I really like that about movies back in the day. You know, like it made you feel like when you see a person interact with a big old monster and it's not there, it's like, oh, you know it's not there. But when they actually create it, like, you know, a Tyrannosaurus Rex or something, you know, like in Jurassic Park where they actually had these big things, and I like that a lot. Like in Terminator, his face would melt, and you, oh shit, I remember being scared watching stuff like that. And now you look back at it and it's cheesy. It's like, wow, I really was scared of that. Like, that's how I be feeling sometimes. Stuff used to be scary, but we're all like so desensitized that like if it don't look real, you know, it just like don't count. Oh yeah. No, I've definitely seen the new ones, chap. For real. I've seen the new ones with Caesar. Yeah. I've seen them. It's just been so long that it's hard to like differentiate which one was which. You know, I know in the beginning he turned into the monkey. I know that one, and I know that it went further, and it had the Twinkie guy from Zombieland in it. That he loved Twinkies. What's that guy's name, man? What, I'm about to look it up, man. What is this guy's name, bro? What is his name? What's the Twinkie man's name? We're gonna find out right now. What is cast of Zombieland? We're gonna find this out. What's his name? Woody Harrelson. That's his name. Woody Harrelson. Yes, Woody Harrelson. He's in that, isn't he? You gotta let me know. Action. Tallahassee. See, man. You with me, Chappie. You with me. Yeah. Woody freaking Harrelson. That guy's super awesome. I liked him in that Star Wars movie. Was that in the Star Wars movie? Probably. Yeah, he was in a Star Wars movie. I just like how he's himself in every movie. You know, like really funny, mad country, and he just like has a potty mouth. You know, I like a character with a good potty mouth. Like that's why I like Kano in the new Mortal Kombat movie. I was like, yo, this guy is killing it. Super funny. What y'all think of Mortal Kombat though? That's what I want to know. Oh, hey, Solamar. How you doing, girl? True Detectives. I've never seen that. True Detectives. I like this new setup I got because it's just like everything I want to do is just right here in my freaking face. I feel like Batman. Oh, okay. All right, Sully, you taking it back. I gotta put this one on the list. Yeah, but I like this new setup, chat. It's real cool. And it's got Mahershala Ali. Cool. How you say his name? I don't know. The new Mortal Kombat. Yeah, man. I'm telling Eric. I know you've seen the new Mortal Kombat. Oh, she said it was cool. I don't like cool. It was definitely made for the fans. Absolutely made for the fans. But was it though? If it was made for the fans, why they do all that funky shit then, Solomar? Hmm? Explain that. Why they had to unlock a power? Hmm? Hmm? It's not for the fans. I agree. It was a good attempt. I feel like if they can get it right and hire like a Marvel director, put the whole bag in and go hire like freaking James Gunn. Hey, somebody who's gonna do it. No, absolutely, yeah. I really like those fatalities. If they were in the pit though, they should have did the like where when you uppercut them or you do whatever and then they land in the pit in the spikes. I was expecting that. Honestly, I was expecting a lot more X-ray type fatalities. I mean, Scorpion started it, and it made his bone come out. He grabbed the bone, he stabbed him with the bone, but I didn't see it any further in the movie, like X-rays. I really like those. I really like those takedowns for sure, for sure. Man, what do y'all think about all these new Marvel movies that are coming out, man? I got to know. Like, I can't decide whether I really want to watch Guardians of the Galaxy over the Multiverse of Madness. I watched a little bit of that. The Scorpions one, the animated one. It was on HBO Max. I watched a little bit of it. I actually watched a good portion of it, but I was like too high. I went to sleep. But it was really gory. It reminded me of Invincible. One of my homies told me, "Oh, it reminded them of Dragon Ball." But I never really watched Dragon Ball, so I don't really know. Oh, my boy Hooly Fooly in here. Yeah, the Scorpion Revenge was pretty cool. Excuse me, these damn Starbursts are super freaking juicy. Pause. Revenge is to my favorite. Yeah, you gotta watch the new one. There's so many Mortal Kombat things. I didn't even know there was a series. There's like a whole show on HBO. I can't even talk. It's like a whole burst of flavor and juices. Don't hate me, Tony, but I've never really been a big anime fan. I like Mortal Kombat. Sorry, I was reading it. I like Dragon Ball Z. My favorite Dragon Ball Z character was Krillin. Don't laugh, but he was my favorite, man. He just had so much heart. He got his ass whooped a lot. He was the first to go out there and fight, but he always got his ass whooped. And but he was the one with heart because he would like force everyone else to fight because he getting beat. I'm trying to read y'all. I'm blind. Yeah, me too. I like the whole Cole Young thing. People were shitting on Cole Young, but I fuck with Cole Young. He was super dope. I like how he was a part of the story. Success. That's so funny, man. Like Krillin does suck. He was terrible. He was terrible. He was always talking shit, popping off. What's going on, man?
It's
What's happening? Florida time.
I was trying. I was trying to figure out from my laptop how to join in
Oh,
with
you on the laptop?
I was. Now I'm using my
True,
phone.
true. I was about to say you gonna have to teach me that, brother, because I don't even know how to use the computer with it, man. That's tight though. That's tight. Man, I was just talking a little movie talk with everybody, man. Just chopping it up, waiting for my boy to arrive.
Yeah, sorry, just traffic.
I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, you getting off late, man, or you know what I'm saying, you driving around too late. What time is it? 6? Can't be on the road.
Yeah. I'm used to it. Brandon, what?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like I don't know if you have I-4 over there, like, but I-4 sucks over here, like the main highway.
I don't think we even reached I-4 until we get to Tampa.
Oh, shit. I don't even. Hold on, let me. You know what I'm saying? I'm terrible with geography, my brother. Hold on.
Hey, you ain't getting the 21.
And then, Florida. Okay. All right. Oh, you okay? You like Tampa-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. Oh, I-4 right above you.
Yeah. That sounds about right there.
All right, man. Let's jump into this list, man. Let's where do we start off, man? Where do you want to start?
Yeah, what's been going through my mind all the time is when they did the announcement trailer for all those movies coming up.
That was pretty crazy, bro. And they showed so much, you know, like.
Oh yeah.
I'd be watching it like.
Let me tell you something.
Damn, Chase, you blew that up.
That's really my reaction. Whenever they show that much, I was like, just like that.
Yeah, because it all looks great. You know, like it all looks really good. You know. Eternals, though.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
What the Eternals, though? What are you eating? Like it.
Let me tell you something about that. Going. I'm very interested to know about that because I do not know nothing about Eternals.
That's awesome, man. Honestly, I thought you were gonna like tell me you've known about them your whole life, and I was gonna be like, wow, man, that's cool.
The complete opposite. The complete opposite.
That's
man.
like me though, bro. I don't know much of them other than I know from a friend of mine that Thanos is like a degenerate, or that's not the word, but I know that he was like a form of like he was like the Thanos. What's the name? I got this thing right here. Hold up. Do you know what I'm talking
about? I don't really know what word you're looking for.
It's like a deviant.
Okay, deviant. Yeah, that's exactly Thanos right there. Deviant.
for sure.
Yeah, that is correct.
But I know that Eternals are like, I think their parents.
It more or less right
you know
there,
what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like they, or I know Eternals are like up there, like in the cosmos, like before time. Like, but like you said, I don't know much. I just know Angelina Jolie is in it, you know, and
you got Angelina Jolie, you got who else? A few other good actors there.
I'll tell you right now.
Here's what I do know. I know only this much of them, and that they're pretty much these immortal gods, pretty much.
And they all have like a special power, right?
One thing I could say about them.
Don't they all? I'm sorry, someone was frozen. Don't they all have like a special power, like something different, or like you know what I'm saying, like Angelina Jolie's character, she can create stuff like out of like like she can make a weapon out of she can make any weapon with her little that glowy stuff. I don't know what it is. But and I know Salma Hayek, she can like telepathically communicate. There's a lot of Eternals, bro. Like this is a lot of people.
From what we saw in the trailer, in their own little teaser in that trailer, one of them is the sister.
Yeah, the girl, the curly hair girl.
Yeah, there you go. She is speedster. The main one, the actor who plays as Robb Stark in Game of Thrones, I think his is super strength and flight.
Black Knight?
No, that's Kid. I can never say his last name right. Yeah, Kit Harington. He he wasn't even in the teaser trailer. I was, to be honest with him, I really wanted to see how he was gonna look as Black Knight.
Yeah. I want to see his costume too. Like looking at it now, like it looks pretty intense. You know, like I wonder how they're gonna like refashion that to be a little more whatever. Millie Bobby Brown is in this. Yeah, she's on the cast.
Well, dang, I must have missed that.
I saw the Sprite girl, like the it's like a young girl, but she's actually like older. I've seen that. But man, there's like literally like 12, like 18 people here. Like I'm just hoping that they do a good. I don't know, man. The cosmos, it seems so unrealistic at this point. It's like we're watching the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and it's so real. Like it feels like something we could see for real. And then it's like we got the Eternals. Like okay, here we go. Now we're in space for real.
Yeah, man. I'm very interested to see where they take the cosmic side of that verse, because we just got introduction to it with the Guardians. That is all we can know from that portion of the cosmic. And I think probably a year or two back, I think it was a rumor, not sure. I really hope, crossing my fingers, that it happens, that we're going to be getting a Nova film.
No. I love Nova, man.
So, oh man, I took to enjoy Nova
in the Spider-Man show,
because there are the more, in the Spider-Man shows.
That's where I see Nova. I was like, damn, he's funny, he's cool. I really like Nova a lot.
But that Nova's pretty much like the teenage Nova. He's not the first Nova.
Oh, okay, so it's deeper. It's deeper.
Yeah, Novas are actually we did get a small intro to them from Guardians in the first movie, the Corpse. Yeah. So they're the Marvel version of the Green Lanterns in a way.
Kinda, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
So instead of using a ring like Green Lanterns, they use their helmets to give them power.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man.
Damn. See, that's why I like Marvel more than I like DC, because Marvel just has this way of like, they have like people who are from outer space and have superpowers, but Marvel's always like a regular person getting powers or somehow. You know what I mean? Like somehow they have some tech that can make them, like it's just more realistic to me.
Oh yeah, I appreciate the Marvel Cinematic Universe for that.
Like
for their translation of doing that, and that's what makes me a big fan of their live action universe, just for that specific reason.
I was telling my son the other day that like Captain America's first issue was him like punching Hitler in the face, and
I saw that little movie.
Yeah, and my son was like, "What?" And I was like thinking to myself afterwards, like, how bold of Stan Lee and those writers to come up with something like that and actually put it out, and during that time frame, and even like Black Panther, like that was created, like inspired by the Black Panthers. You know what I mean? Like they had a way of they have a way of like really touching with the comics and real life at the same time. It's like all the comic book nerds are like, "What? This is awesome." And then like people that don't know about comics, they're just like, "What? Like this is so cool and awesome," It's like they went everywhere.
And you know what? And you know what? With that, you mentioning that is what I also like that Marvel does. That they give us, I would say, the majority of the globe, we're all these comic book nerd fans. We all love these stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the majority of the people. We understand these stuff. And then we got the minority people that, they don't like these type of stuff. But hey, that's cool though, because in these movies, they're not throwing in too much information where they don't understand what's going on. They they're getting all themselves. They are watching these and they're understanding them, and they don't gotta get into comic books to understand these characters. These movies translating that very well. I enjoy that so much. I love that about their universe, that they know how to explain these characters without doing too much of those comic lores.
Yeah, it's never too much. It's never. I think like the only thing that I've seen from Marvel that I felt was like, wow, this is a little too much. Was probably like WandaVision in the beginning. Like in the beginning of WandaVision, I was just like trying to keep my girl in it, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna pop off. Just keep watching. It's going. And it was just like again and then again, and the build up. I feel like during the second half of the season, it really stepped up, and it just kept going up, and then Winter Soldier's picking up right after that, like. But besides that show, for the most part, any movie that's Marvel that I show and my girl or anyone like they love it, like my girl loves Guardians of the Galaxy. She's like, I love them, and the tree and the little raccoon, and it's like, hell yeah, they're cool as fuck, like they're awesome, like. Yeah. So, I agree with you, bro. Absolutely. Like, they do a real good job of doing that shit. Especially, like,
and don't forget Age of Ultron. Yeah, Thor. Mm-hmm. But don't forget Age of Ultron. They actually was the first movie that had a lot of comic book, like, reference in it. I remember going to the theaters, watching Age of Ultron, and me and my brother, who's in live right now.
What's going on, bro?
Right. And yeah, yeah. So we're sitting down and we're both looking at each other like, wow, we know what that means. We know what they're doing. It was a little fun and quirky at the same time. Yeah. But that one, I coming out of that theater room, I was telling my brother, wow, they did a lot of comic book reference on that one. And then back on the WandaVision, when I was watching it with my wife and my in-laws every Friday, I was like, wow, this one also got a lot of references too. But I'm not gonna lie, I had to look WandaVision, some of the comics, like the old I think that was the 60s, or maybe I don't know what time period this was, where they had a comic book of Scarlet Witch and WandaVision. Yeah. I would say probably episode 1 to almost 3. All that was from a comic book. Yeah, comic book accurate right there. There were more characters that were meant to be involved in that, but MCU, they haven't established those characters yet. Right.
But that's where like White Vision comes from, and like these aren't things that are just made up, and they're just like, oh, we're gonna make a White Vision. Like nothing is ever just like put in it for nothing, Yeah. But I agree.
Yeah, these making up the characters. It's literally already made. They're introducing them for us to enjoy, and they're like, okay, this is our iteration of the character. Hopefully, you guys enjoy.
You had a good point, man. Like when you go to the movies to watch. I mean, I know that the movies are shut down right now, but like a key thing is when you go to watch a Marvel movie, you have to watch it with someone who knows what the hell is going on. Like if you take someone who doesn't know everything, like I've taken like my girl to watch Endgame, right? And she was like, "Why are you crying?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm not crying, man. Like Cap just grabbed the hammer, you know what I'm saying? Like this is amazing, like because the other movie, like Ultron, he nudged it, but like I know how deep it goes into the comics, and it's like real deeper for someone who actually knows the source material opposed to someone else. But like you said, any other person could watch it and be like, oh, I like the little Iron Man, and it's cool,
Yeah, man. It's I kid you not, it was kind of like that too with my wife when we went to watch Endgame. I kid you not, I'll be up to her, be like, you see that? That was in the
Me too, bro. Me too. And she's just like, okay.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, I get it. Or you just let me watch it, like, okay, fine.
Yeah, but it's something about knowing and then being able to confirm. Like my son, we're up on we watched every Marvel movie that came out in the theater. Like before I met my girl, like every Marvel movie we in there. So when we go,
well,
he's 10.
Okay,
yeah, so
okay.
he's like as long as it's been something, like he was born probably like Iron Man 2.
Oh wow.
So and he's on it, He's a good person to watch it with, and he watches like things by himself. Like he'll watch Cat by himself. He does it at his own pace. It's cool, man. Like once you're in it, you're in
it. Yeah. Mine got a long way to go. He's about to just turn 3 next month.
Okay. But I'm sure he's got all the Iron Man, Spider-Man toys,
Oh yeah, he got the Spider-Man, the Captain America. He got the Falcon. Mm-hmm. I just pre-ordered him the Sam Wilson Captain America toy.
Is it for him or is it for you?
Oh yeah. No, for him.
I want to open it though. I want to put it together.
I tried telling myself that's for him.
For real, I seen the toy, man. I seen it, man. I turned in some games at GameStop and they gave me a lot of money back. And I was looking at the toys online and I was like, I want to buy that so bad, man. Like, but like nobody plays with toys anymore here. Well, I'm like, I want it.
What?
Super cool, bro. But what do you think about that Thor movie, man?
Which one? The Thor Ragnarok?
Well, that one was definitely a boost up in the trilogy. Like that was like, okay, this is Thor. This is the Thor we need, But what do you know about the 4th movie, which is crazy because I don't think any other like Iron Man hasn't had a 4th movie. Like, Cap didn't get a 4th movie, but Thor's gonna get a 4th movie. So that's, and I hear that she's gonna be the Thor.
Yeah, Jane Foster, the character, yeah, and she had her own comic too. I remember when they first announced the comic book, they were going to do a female Thor. I was like, are they rebooting the character? Why they got to do a female now? But then when I got into the comic book, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I'm not going to explain too much about the story of her character. I'd rather for us to go and watch it and you see it for yourself about that. Because I'm not sure if you read the Jane Foster Thor one
but
yet.
I like that. You're thoughtful, and I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. I can't tell my wife that, but she don't believe me sometimes. So,
dude, like it's hard not to get wrapped up in the Marvel, thing. Like I try to do reviews on everything, like anything cool, right? So if it's anything cool, a movie, a trailer, like I'll review it. But like, it just so happens that majority of the content has been Marvel. My girl was like, "You should just do a Marvel page." I'm like, "There's the best movies out right now, bro." Like,
this is the year of Marvel, bro. Like for real. Like all you see on the news, even when I refresh it on Instagram or whatever, mostly Instagram, that there's nothing but Marvel sources, Marvel content stuff going on. That this is gonna happen. Oh, this little detail, this movie it's been confirmed that everything Marvel. But for Thor: Love and Thunder, I'm pretty excited for this because this is literally the first Marvel character that's getting a 4th movie, and I'm so happy about that because I said to myself way back before Endgame, like they should do a 4th movie, but 4th movie will be for these characters to do the passing of the torch. So should be where they now introduce Jane Foster, and I was so happy they announced Jane Foster. I was like, yes,
you already
my dream's coming true.
Like you knew from the comic.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Cool.
And then and the same goes for Sam Wilson. At that time they did not announce Falcon Winter Soldier yet, but I said to myself, okay, they should do a 4th Captain America movie, have just Sam Wilson there, hopefully Steve Rogers is there as a cameo, cool. And then at the same time, I kind of pictured not a fourth Iron Man movie because obviously what happened Endgame. I kind of was hoping at least Rhodey to become like the step up since he's War Machine.
They be shitting on him, bro. They act like he's not black.
Bro.
They act like he's not a superhero. Like, it's so funny how they be like, I see memes where like it'll show Falcon and he's like, so he was the first black superhero, and then it has like War Machine. Like, what about me, bro?
I haven't seen none of that yet, but yeah, I really getting on the character part, and I feel like he needs more like
development
for his character, and I'm glad they're doing the Armor War show. Yeah, they should have kind of like titled like War Machine Armor War.
That'd be cool because it's tailored more to him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think I read.
I know of.
I'm sorry. I think I read somewhere that freaking Sharon Carter is gonna be like playing a role, or like, you know, like she's gonna have a dealing in the Armor Wars, being that she's back into like the government, but she's obviously like working with or as the power broker. You know, like I read that she's supposed to be a part of that. So I thought that was cool if it's true to see her again.
You know, that's so crazy because I think it was last week. In my mind I was like wondering, I wonder if they put Sharon Carter in War Machine. Is she because of how the show ended? I was like, that probably makes sense. I kind of hope for her. I kind of want her to have a little role that is big enough for her to continue somewhere else, because I kind of want her to appear in either in the fourth Captain America movie or somewhere that would affiliate with her and Sam Wilson Captain America.
Yeah.
Because the reason why is because with Sam Wilson, he promised her that she'll get pardoned. Yeah. She got pardoned, but he did not know the other side of her story. And I feel like that's kind of important that might be important for the future for Sam Wilson and for her character to see where that goes. I read also that Carly Morgenthau's character, whatever, was cut short. That it was supposed to have to do with a virus outbreak, and that's why they were stealing containers of, the vaccines, and it was supposed to explain how that lady died. Like, I guess the lady who saved her that was at the funeral, and they actually had to, like, maybe because of COVID, or whatever, that they kind of cut it down and focused a little bit more on, obviously the other aspects, the power broker and stuff like that. Because most of the time, like, when I saw Carly, and I'm just like, I don't get why she's here, right? You know what I mean? I get why she's here, but my wife said the same thing too. My wife, it's like, what's going on, man? Like, and that, bro, and then the Wakanda Forever. Oh, I want to hear your theory since you seem to know a lot more than me. Well, hey, we're both on the same boat here about looking up stuff. But what I can say is that I'm very happy that they're still moving forward with a sequel for Black Panther. Like, I kept telling my wife and my in-laws, I want to see the character's story built. Unfortunately, I'm disappointed, saddened at the same time that Chadwick won't be able to continue that role. But I'm sure he wouldn't mind having somebody else play the character just to continue what he left off at. I don't think he wouldn't mind. I had a theory that he had to have, like, let Marvel know to an extent, like, hey guys, like, I'm actually real sick and I might die. Like, if we're gonna, like, I'm gonna die. Like, we need to shoot, like, my scenes. Figure out how we're gonna pass the torch. Like, I gotta, like, that's in my head how I feel Wakanda Forever would be, where we get to actually hopefully see him again on screen in a good goodbye way. I feel Chadwick's character, I feel like he was a stand-up guy. Like, he would have did that. Like, like, if he could have,
But then I hear that no one
yeah.
knew. So shit.
That too. It's really a lot going on. What they're gonna be doing for this
I
film.
can't even imagine.
And especially since it's titled Wakanda Forever, so obviously we're gonna be seeing a huge tribute for him in here. I'm happy for that. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be seeing a lot of his face in the Marvel Studios opening. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be seeing that. I would not be surprised if they didn't do that. That actually would hit me in the heart if I saw that.
I'll tell you, I would have cried leaving that movie, man. For real, like there's no way I'm not. At some point watching that movie, man, like Marvel does it every time, bro. They just know how to pull those sentimental strings, and it's just like, God damn it. I'll try. I'm like,
yeah,
do it.
That's man.
But I think it's gonna be cool.
But oh yeah, and I told my wife the other day that what they should do, like I mentioned a moment ago, like they should recast him. There was an actor that was rumored to replace him in the movie. There's a rumor though, so don't take that as a grain of salt. Yeah. Like, oh, breaking news! No, it's just a rumor. But I kind of would want to see him. Is he could kind of like feel like he could fit T'Challa's role, but then again he'll have like what I call the Henry Cavill situation where he's good at Black Panther, but he probably won't fit right as T'Challa. Okay. You know what I mean? Like for Henry Cavill, he was good as Superman, but as Clark Kent was, all right.
True. And what about the speculation of the sister becoming the Black Panther? Has that ever been something in the comics that you know of? Like her getting the mantle?
I've seen that she got her own series. And she has her own comic series recently.
Oh, so they probably we're gonna make some new comics.
Yeah, that's kind of part of their marketing. What they do, they like to okay, for the Eternals, they decided to do a new comic book series, which I own the first issue, but it's only the first issue at the moment, and that's part of their marketing, just to get the people that are into the comics right back into these characters, and this is part of the little strategy that they got going on in their movies. And then, but back to the Suri, that was another theory that I thought of. Like, I would like for her to play as the female Black Panther. I would like, I felt like people kind of cut T'Challa's story too short right there. It'll be like a big old missing gap.
But that's why I hope that they did something, or they do something where it's like proper. They will though. Like I don't see them dropping the ball on that. Especially like the way Kevin Feige's been running all these series and movies and tying them in and making them mean something. Like there's a lot riding on this.
Totally.
Like if this movie sucks, Marvel might go down, or something. Like they have to make this good.
Yeah. I don't think they can afford to make that movie bad. I don't think they can.
We'll be looking at Marvel like DC. Be like, yeah. Speaking of DC, man, did you like Justice League? The first one. Did you like the original Justice League?
I'm sorry, you might have to repeat that again because
I cut out my bad. What did you think about the original Justice League? Not Snyder's cut, but the first Justice League.
The 2017 terror release, theoretical release.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately,
the one that came out.
So unfortunately, me and my brother took part in the theater to watch that, and they had some moments where I was like, why did they do that? Yeah, it's just.
But opposed to the new one, did you like? Because the thing is, I never like when I watched the first one, I never really like cared too much about it, right? Like, so when I watched the Snyder's cut, I felt a lot of times like, oh, this looks familiar, you know, like I remember this scene, you know, like this happening, but I couldn't really differentiate. Okay, is this the Snyder's cut? Is this the original cut? Like, but do you think that they'll hopefully continue that route after being, you know, I freaking hope that they'll keep doing the Snyder cut stuff, especially after bringing the Joker in and giving him a whole remake. You know, like why would they do that if they're not gonna keep it going?
Honestly, bro, it's to shut us up. Like the petition for restore the Snyderverse. Well, actually, before that, bring the Snyder cut out. That has been going on for almost 3 years, and they're like, you know what? Okay, Zack Snyder, come in and let's shut these guys up. That's some all that up.
She's sleeping on the bed right now.
Man, I would sure hope that they do something, man. Like,
homesick.
I just don't understand why they wouldn't want to. Like
holding her all the time. That's what she wanted.
I feel the way that they make movies just doesn't make sense at all over there, bro. Like, but like DC animated movies are awesome. I love watching.
I don't want to walk all day.
Justice League and like that stuff is amazing, you know. But when it comes to the movies, it's like.
Yeah, thank God.
They have no care about fandom and like what is it called? Like
he's right here.
There's a word that's it's merged with fan service.
Check it out that.
Yeah, the fan service.
Like they don't care about fan service at all, bro. They just make whatever they want, you know?
At this point, yeah. We kind of see that. And I think what happened is that they were thinking about catching up like really fast. Tomorrow, I forgot one movie was coming out at the time that they wanted to release Batman vs Superman so bad.
Had to,
but originally
Civil War.
Originally, that was announced as a Man of Steel 2 movie. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that back in the day. I was keeping track of that movie when it was in pre-production, all the way to post-production and release. It was announced as a Man of Steel 2 movie, and I forgot for what Marvel did that they announced something big, and then they were like, you know what? Let's reveal our hand, and it was announced that it was a Batman vs Superman, and at that point, a lot of stuff that they wanted to put in this movie half of those stuff were rumors, but after they announced Wonder Woman in there, I was like, you know what? Why don't you guys just call this Justice League?
I kind of remember it being like that. Like, I remember watching the movie, and then like after a while, like you see Wonder Woman in the trailers now, and I'm like, wait a minute, like. And then I remember watching the movie, and Batman's like, I'm looking for a team. And then he like just so happened to walk into the computer room with the logos and click here to watch Flash. Okay, like it was like that, bro. Like perfect. I was like, what?
I was like, what?
I remember Batman never wanting to be in the Justice League in the cartoon. I used to watch it like every night with my pops. And I remember Batman would be always doing his own thing. And they'd be like, we need you, Batman. He'd be like, fuck off. You know, like...
That's pretty much how it was back in the day.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What about this new Twilight Batman? How you feel about that, bro?
Robert Pattinson Batman, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the vibe for that one. Yeah. At this point, like, they are taking the whole multiverse route. They just confirmed that Robert Pattinson Batman is gonna be Earth 2.
Okay.
and you know, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll give this one a shot. It's gonna be a lot more darker. It's gonna be a lot more grittier, and they just I feel like they're probably gonna just treat these characters a bit more well. At least with who's the director of that movie again?
I'm on it.
It's like I used to keep saying his name, but now I'm just like brain farting over here.
Hold up.
I see my wife joining.
What's going on, wife? All right, Robert. No, why'd I type in the whole Robert Patty? All right, director of new Batman. Matt Reeves?
There you go, Matt Reeves, the director of it.
Wow. It says the Batman scheduled to be released in the United States on March 4th, 2022. Its release was delayed twice from the original June 2021. So like we would have been going to watch Batman like next month, bro. Like if things wouldn't have changed.
You do not have any idea how disappointed I was.
Damn. So it's done. Like the movie's done.
Yeah, pretty much.
What a shitty thing to be an actor right now, bro. Like, can you imagine like praying your whole life to get a role and you get that role and it's such a big deal, you know, and the world's watching and it's like, we're gonna put you on hold. It's like Scarlett Johansson. Ooh, sorry. We gotta put you on hold. Damn. That sucks.
And before I get on that one, let me just say this one to continue talking about this. Sorry. I want this movie to come out so bad. I want this movie to come out so bad because a lot of people perceive him as that vampire from Twilight. They never saw the other movies that he did. Oh man.
What's another movie he's done? I mean, tell me. What?
Okay, so have you seen the recent movie Tenet?
Man, I tried. It's just weird.
Working. Running around.
No, I understand that. It's think of Tenet as this James Bond mixed with time travel, but it's not officially time travel.
Yeah.
Don't try to think too much about it. Just shut your brain off and watch it.
Sorry, I'm recording a video. Not me, but
yeah. But at the same time, watch it. Like thoroughly watch it because
close your
you
eyes
look away,
but watch it.
Cool.
Looking down. I will watch it. I thought it was interesting. Isn't that Denzel's son? Isn't that what's the alleged thing?
Yeah.
That's why I really wanted to watch it. More for Denzel's son.
Of course, he still needs to be in school.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think the movie Robert did before this one was called The Lighthouse.
Okay, Mom.
I'm not sure if you ever seen that one. It's a weird movie, but
yeah, she's been taking the medicine and she's studying.
He does a really good performance in that one. It's a weird movie. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I think it's tomorrow if I'm not
his performance is like very excellent.
He seems to be like,
don't quote me.
I'm just looking at all his different movies. I mean, The Lighthouse, King,
Yeah,
The Devil, All the Time, Highlight.
On the desk.
It seems like he's like a thespian. Like he's someone that like gets into the role. Like I breathe my character. Like he seems like that.
I talked to Grandma. She said that the birds
are like
quiet.
Like he is. As like any time piece, and he'll study it, and he'll like get it, like and like he just has that look to him, man. So, I mean, with that being said, if Bruce Wayne was his source material, and you need to be the best Bruce Wayne ever, they might have given it to the right guy.
Like he bops his head.
I feel exactly the same way. No, I wish that Ben Affleck would have had a better chance at giving a better shot at this, but I mean, with how the story went on with Batman, you know, they kind of have to close the chapter on that.
I like skinny.
Even though I think he will probably return for the universe.
Yeah. I like the skinny Ben Affleck Bruce Wayne. I liked it. Like when you watch the first Justice League, he was like, I felt like, damn, where's Batman? You know, like, like, why is he just standing there? Like, I never understood it, but I felt like he was just being the coach of the team. That's what I thought. He's just coaching them. But then when you watch what he was really doing, you're like, wow, he was a lot more active in the battles and the fights, like doing way more than I thought. So I agree, man. Ben Affleck should have had like a better go at it. But I've heard that he has his hands in this Batman stuff still, though. Like, I don't think that he's totally like withdrawn from Batman, but he just isn't gonna play Batman.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way about that. He's rumored to return for the Ezra Miller's Flash movie.
Oh shit!
So I feel,
man, the way they did, man, I can't believe they cut all those things out of all those character stories, bro. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Like, I needed all those little personal scenes of all those characters, man. Like, I like Flash more, man. Like, more than Cyborg. And everybody said Cyborg was the heart of the movie. Bro, I don't know. I don't know, man. The Flash was pretty sick, bro.
I would say, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of would fall to those people that would kind of say that. I wouldn't say the heart, but I would say that he plays a really good role in this story of the Justice League. It's not. I just like the way that Zack Snyder did the character for his version.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I agree. I can definitely agree. You know, like to me, like I don't see him returning as Cyborg ever again. You know, but like he was cool for that moment. You know.
Yeah. But for me, I kind of if they would have handled that situation, the little drama fest that they got going on with him, I think I would have liked to have seen him appear more. As a matter of fact, I remember in the original movie slate, before they even put a big old pause on their DC Extended Universe, he was gonna have his own movie.
How shitty for them to like offer you things like, hey man, you're gonna have your own Flash movie, bro, and you're like, oh shit, you know, I'm gonna have my own Flash, and then like here it goes down the pipeline, and it just doesn't connect, you know, like. But I feel if you're in Marvel, and let's say like you had a small role, you're like, let's say Battlestar didn't die in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? Let's just say he was hurt and went away, and then like we see him later, like they could bring him back later, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we would see him in like 5 movies down and be like, fucking Battlestar from the Falcon, you know, and our girls are like, yeah, whatever, okay, the Battlestar.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know, like I'm really excited for a lot of shit, but bro, I don't want to cut this short, but I got I got hella clothes to pack that I was supposed to pack, man. I gotta get on the road early, but man, we're gonna do this again, bro. We'll chop it up and I'll try to be a little more structured with you, you know what I'm saying? And we can do this again, bro.
I mean, I'm
When I take the wheel, it's going out of control. I ain't got a flex, but my money swole. I'm flying real life, nigga, not just pose. Hands down, I'm the man now. You better do your research before I air it out. I'm smoking on reefer and it's very loud.